Okay, let's just realized today's the last day, so hey, and it's our
Hey,
ideal run. Let's see
hey,
how
look at
badly we get fucked up because I just dropped the thing that I really like. Food Berserker's so good against bosses.
it
Um
is. But that
but
mock stunner. Oh, yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
combined with my dash, yeah, this is ow.
Ow. Rude.
Yeah, combined with the dash, that's actually super nice. Okay, so we already found the shop.
Excellent.
So we can come back here. And we found the boss. Okay. You know what? Since it's the last day, let's go spicy.
Yeah, spicy we go. Oh, it's the Fleet Lancer. Fantabulous.
Oh god, what was that frame rate?
Oh, wow. Okay, I thought it was just me. Damn.
No, that was my end.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Ow.
ow.
Well, that wasn't shit.
No, that was pretty good.
Seafood answer, you ain't shit. Okay. Oh, and still. Wait a minute. Whoa.
What? It's 100. We only have 75.
No. The sound. That's the like can't do sound from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh my gosh.
That's the
I
like
didn't even recognize it.
as soon as I heard it, I was like, "Oh." Yeah, that's the I can't do that sound
Oh
from
my goodness.
FF7. Wow.
That's so
Ooh,
funny.
man. Makes me want to go back and do that FF7 LP that I kept talking about, because I don't like that game, and I want to piss people off by saying how much I don't like it. I like 8 more than I like 7, and I like 9 more than both of those.
Wow.
I know I'm in a
Impossible.
vast minority there, but I think 9 is the superior game to either one. And I think 8's story is way more way more comprehensible than 7's. Also, I don't like Cloud.
Yeah, no, honestly, I am so tired of Cloud. Just in general. I'm
But
tired
Cloud,
of seeing him.
the thing is, Cloud is the Jotaro of Final Fantasy.
Oh, fun.
Cloud is the thing that got them big in the West. 6 was important. Like, 4 and 6 are massively important like Final Fantasy games. But 7 is the thing that got them, like, what they are now in the West. And
Yeah,
it's the
that's
same
very
with
true.
JoJo, where you will never get rid of Jotaro. I mean, like, you'll get rid of him. We don't have Jotaro in the comic anymore now. Yet. But you'll never get rid of Jotaro in terms of... Oh, we already beat all this, didn't we? In terms of, like, Jotaro is the star character of the game that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Like, Part 3 finished in terms of the manga, like, 20 years ago. Part 3's
Wow.
anime finished, like, 5 years ago. Like, yeah, no, 4 years ago, because it started in 2012, I believe. So part 1, 2012, part 2, 2013. So it would have been 2014 for part 3.
Okay.
But like, we're looking at like still having Jotaro as the primary character of a JoJo's video game. 20 years after his part was the part. Like. And also, Jotaro has been in more parts than anyone. Well, no, same amount of parts as Joseph. Or Jonathan. I always get those two confused. Joseph. No, Joseph. Because Jonathan is the first Jojo Prime. I always get Jonathan and Joseph mixed up in terms of names. I know who they are, it's just my brain. But yeah, Jotaro has been in 3 parts, and Joseph has been in 3 parts. Because Joseph's in 2, 3, and 4, and Jotaro is in 3, 4, and 6.
Okay.
He's I think he even makes a brief appearance in 5, so he might be in 4 parts. The thing is, Jotaro is not even Ariki's favorite JoJo.
No, just... Oh, goodness.
Josuke is the best JoJo.
Hooray!
I still love the best friend's explanation of JoJo being an exploration of Ariki's sexual tastes for 30 years. He tried girls that one time.
It's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Went back to extremely effeminate boys who can't walk. And now he's into extremely effeminate sailors. Oh, JoJo's so weird. Extremely effeminate sailors with 4 testicles.
And again, I say, why?
There's a reason. I know why. Like, there's actually a canonical, like, really good reason why that makes sense in the story. But it's just, oh man, JoJo's. They take a while to explain it too. I'm gonna get you into JoJo's, and eventually you're gonna be reading the manga because the fucking anime will still be like 15 years behind where the manga is. It's the only thing I can think of that does that. Like, I mean, Dragon Ball, yeah, but like, there's no filler in JoJo because there doesn't need to be, because they are still like, I mean, like, we won't be getting to current JoJo till probably part 10. Like, we won't be getting to part 8 or like part 7 or 8. Part 7's probably going to take multiple years too. So we might not be getting to to JoJo, like, to JoJo part 8 until the end of, like, part 10 or 11 might be out by then.
Jeez.
Like, part 7 is so much longer than people realize. It is so long.
I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good. It's like, part 1 is short, and like, the anime is 10 episodes for part 1. It's by far the shortest part. And like, which
I heard is good, because apparently those are actually still kind of getting his legs, still kind of finding his voice.
The story is great. The art in part 1's manga is, I mean, Ariki has... Yeah.
I've heard he's improved a lot in the last...
Oh, I will show you some panels from part 1 after this, and show you the cover from one of the covers from part 8. Ariki's art is some of the best in the industry, honestly. God, Ariki's so fucking good. He was not before. Like, he makes... no. No. But, and also, like, Jonathan is also just a Kenshiro ripoff. Like, down to his clothes, he's just a ripoff of Kenshiro. And stuff like that, but, like, when... part 1's story is still great. Like, Dio is still one of the most interesting villains. Like, God, he's so fucking good. I hate Dio. Like, I'm not one of the people who stands Dio, because he's a fucking horrific monster. I don't like when people, like, are super all like, oh, I love this, I love this poor precious baby, and it's like, that's a murderer.
Cool motive, still murder.
Yeah,
Like, geez.
like Dio, cool motive, you're still a murderer, and you're still a monster.
Yeah.
You still kick that dog into the furnace. Like,
What the fuck?
Oh, Araki's thing is, when he wants to show that somebody is beyond redemption, they'll kill a dog.
That's a very good way to show that someone is beyond redemption.
Yeah. And so, part 1, I mean, like, very early on in the manga, this is not fucking spoilers, very early on in part 1, even before the time skip of part 1, fucking Dio kills Jonathan's dog.
Jesus.
Yeah, kicks him into a furnace.
Wow, like, not only does he kill a dog, he kicks the dog into a furnace.
Yeah.
That's like
He kicks the
drowning a
dog at another part, he throws the dog into the furnace later. But
That's so fucked up.
yeah, no, Dio is not somebody who I stan. I don't ever want to hear. Whenever somebody's like, I stan Dio, I'm like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
But
that's me whenever somebody stands the purple man from Jessica Jones.
Oh, Kill whatever?
Kilgrave. Yeah.
Kilgrave, yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Killmonger, Kilgore, or Kilgrave.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, just because it's David Tennant doesn't mean he's a good person.
No, and David Tennant expressly said, I don't want people to like this character. He's a monster.
Yeah. But it's like...
I'm like, you right?
Yeah, but people who love Dio, I'm just like, y'all, what the fuck?
Okay,
like, how?
I feel
Dio.
a little bit better now, because, everybody that I was, super annoyed with liking JoJo when I was in high school were Dio stans. They were hard Dio stans. And I was, kind of pushed away from JoJo at that point because of them. They were incredibly obnoxious. They loved the series, but they were hard Dio stans. And now I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it.
Nah, the way Dio gets his ass kicked. Again, I mean, fucking JoJo's is 30 years old. I don't fucking feel bad about spoiling shit. Dio dies. And oh no, the villain is killed. Big spoiler. But he goes out in the most... He goes out in probably the least interesting way of all of the villains.
Really?
Oh man, it's literally he just gets punched. He just gets punched and dies.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
And so it's one of those things that his death is one of the least interesting of everyone. Some of those villains, one gets ripped apart by something from hell.
Alright.
Literally gets his soul torn asunder by hell itself.
Nice.
One gets thrown into space, but is immortal, so just floats through space, unable to do anything, and eventually just stops thinking because he spends thousands of years floating through space.
Jesus.
He's still alive in canon in the show. Or, in terms of JoJo, well, not anymore, but in terms of JoJo, technically that villain is still somewhere off floating in space. One villain gets set in a loop where he dies infinitely.
Oh, I think I know who that one is.
Don't say it, because that's more
Not saying
recent-ish spoilers.
Not saying it.
But dies infinitely, but never actually dies. Just is stuck in a reality where, car crash, a car hits him, but the car doesn't kill, and then gun goes off, but the bullet doesn't, just continually goes through death, but never actually dies.
I see.
Like, gets it hard. Like, some of the villains get it so hard, and Dio just gets punched. His entire thing is he gets punched. He gets punched and shatters.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Dio shatters.
And, like, his head stays intact, though, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No, you're thinking of the end of part 1.
I am thinking of the end of part 1.
No. Okay, spoilers. Dio comes back in part 3.
Okay, that I did now.
Because he So there's so much to this. So basically what Dio does, since he's an immortal vampire, and he dies with just his head in the arms of his arch rival / adoptive brother, Jonathan. He cuts off Jonathan's head while they sink in a ship to the bottom of the ocean, attaches his own head to Jonathan's body, and then gets into a coffin and chills in the coffin at the bottom of the ocean for 100 years, and then gets fished up.
Okie fucking dokie, then. God, that's
And then goes around and fucks a bunch of people and has a ton of kids with someone else's dick. But they're all his kids.
I don't know how that makes sense, but I guess it does in the context of this is a bizarre fucking adventure.
Oh, it's... JoJo's is a thing. But yeah, so... has a bunch of kids, and then, it's so stupid. And then goes to Egypt, and then gets punched by Jotaro so hard that he explodes.
Yay!
He just shatters because his stand gets broken.
Good.
And the thing is, his stand, and this is the thing that I have a hard time because there are some fucking continuity things in JoJo's that don't make sense. But the thing is, we don't know what Dio's stand is.
Wait, what?
We know what Jonathan's stand is. Because it's Dio attached to Jonathan's body. But Dio and Jotaro have similar, like, the same type of stand. So they have the same stand powers, which would mean that they would be family. So it means that Dio's stand is really actually Jonathan's stand being used by Dio, even though that's not how stands are supposed to work. And in fact, stands are supposed to be mental projections, but it's not. So fuck you.
I'm so confused.
Good. That's JoJo's. You should be confused.
Goddamn.
You should be. I'm not caught up on part 8, but I have read everything from JoJo's. From part 1 up until I was on the stag beetle fight of part 8, early on. And...
This means nothing to me.
No, but it's literally what it sounds like. It's just literally beetles fighting. And I have reread earlier. I've reread every part except for 5 and 7 a couple times. 7 just because it's too long, and 5 because I just don't think it's interesting. I don't like part 5. I'm glad we're finally at it in the anime, so we can get past it to the interesting parts. I don't like Giorno. I don't like Giorgio. So I find him to be an extremely boring character. Because he's designed to be Dio, what if Dio but good.
Well, that sounds boring.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Dio's whole thing is that he's bad.
Yeah, Dio is a boring character himself. Like, if you take away his like evil personality and like his fucked up shit, he is an exceptionally boring character.
Fantastic.
which is why I don't like Geo. But so I have not reread part 5, and part 7 is just too long. It's just too long. I don't have it in me to reread that again. It's my second favorite part, but fuck, it's just so long. Hey Ya, best stand. Hey Ya, best stand.
I like how so many of the stands are named after songs.
Well, after part 3, they all are named after songs and like models and stuff. Most of the characters are named after fashion models and stuff after part 3. Well, not most, some of them. One in part 3 is Polnareff, is named after a fashion model stuff. And stuff like that. But yeah, most of them are songs, albums, and artists, like music artists after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Hey Ya is one of my favorite stands. Hey Ya's entire thing in part 7 is it just tells you the best course of action.
What?
It's
so
just
broken.
a stand that sits on your shoulder and constantly whispers to you the best course of action to take.
Huh.
And it's amazing.
Best from whose perspective?
Best for its stand user.
Huh. Interesting.
Like it'll tell you, like, duck. And it's because the stand is like, oh, there's a tree branch 20 meters up that you didn't see, that you being on the back of the horse are going to get clotheslined if you don't duck. So you just duck. And then the tree branch goes over your head. You didn't even know. Like shit like that. Like, fucking Hey Ya is so good. Hey Ya, best stand. That's actually not true. There's like 7 other stands I would take before Hey Ya, but Hey Ya is really good. But man, like,
all this shit, and I haven't even read or seen JoJo's proper yet, and I'm already trying to think of an OC.
Oh, I have a stand. Like,
Nice.
I have the stand that I designed. It's a Pow Pow.
Nice.
And I tried to design it not broken like the fucking Worldo. Worldo is kind of fucking busted. But so is Star Platinum. So Star Platinum is literally as busted as Worldo. But yeah, JoJo's is one of those things that I really like, and yes, you should come up with a stand, and we should talk about those stands sometime.
Yes.
I like my stand. I think it is. So Pow Pow, I came up with. It is a LCD Sound System song, Pow Pow,
Nice.
and the entire song. Basically, my stand is the ability to speak and have the person I'm speaking to see things from my perspective.
That is fucking neat. I like
Not influence them into thinking like me or agreeing with me, but to see things from my perspective.
That's a really good one. I like that.
And that's its power. It doesn't really do anything else. We got this. This isn't the one that we got last time. It's
This is Yuffie's shawl.
no, yeah, that's the armor one.
Yep.
Oh hey, we're on the second boss.
This is awesome. You're doing really well.
It's because I'm not paying attention. But yeah,
Because
so
we're talking about stands.
yeah, like Pow Pow's thing is I speak to somebody and they see things from my perspective. Doesn't mean that they're going to agree. It doesn't mean that it's going to help me in anything. But oh god, she's so much stronger.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh no!
Me against the fucking wall.
Oh. Oh.
Yep, knew
Pain
it.
incarnate.
Oh,
Oh. That's
Damn.
okay.
I should have kept talking about stands. Well then, that I believe, unless my count is wrong,
No, that's the last day.
that's the end of this season. So, for the rest of the year, for November and December, we will be playing Stardew Valley and finishing out year 2.
Yes, we will.
And January, we'll probably go back to Slime Rancher.
Yeah. Ideally, that would be fantastic.
Well, you'll be here for probably the last season of the year and then January season. So
or at least
that's
part
gonna
of the
make
last
things
season of the year.
nice. Yeah. At least. I think we can get you up here by then.
Here's hoping.
But yeah, so this is it for season. We'll be back on the 1st with CNC. And yeah, I enjoyed this. Speaking frankly, I can see that most people didn't.
Yeah.
I see those numbers. I see the 2 views on every episode lately. We'll be back to games y'all like soon, I promise.
Yeah, don't worry.
And if you have stuck around, thank you very much. But
Appreciate it.
yeah, we're gonna be getting back to recording some other stuff, and we'll be off of Halloween stuff, after the 31st. So whatever the next Monday, Wednesday, or Friday is after the 1st, I believe that's Wednesday. Is the 1st. Tuesday's the 31st, right? Could you look at that?
Let me see. 1 second.
Talk about the schedule.
Wednesday's the 31st. Thursday.
Okay,
Next
so
Thursday is the 1st.
Friday will be regular LP. We will have a morning and I believe an evening LP. They might both be solo ones with me, I'm not sure. We'll see what kind of time and scheduling that Sam and I can put together.
Yep.
But outside of that, yeah, we'll be back into the regular swing of things for the rest of the year, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. Anyway, have a nice night, everybody.
Sleep tight.